Okay, so making a bit more progress. You may hear a whiny noise. That's because I've got the fan going because it's ridiculously hot in the 30s today. I can show you outside. You can see the sun shining out there. It is really hot, but I'm continuing on progress with this corner now. I've cut away everything I want to cut away, and then I've started using the plaster bandage to form some rock work there. I'm forming this one up here, which kind of mimic what's on the back seam to the left there. So that'll be another little rock work spire, if you want to call it that. And then going to try and form some kind of stream, waterfall, that kind of thing, kind of like this. So this is an image I downloaded off of the internet. So we're going to try and do maybe amalgamation of that and that. So I'm going to put rock work in there, and then in amongst that then there will be the trellises for the bridge. So that's as far as I got. Just got to let the glue go off on there and go back inside to cool down, because it's ridiculously hot, as I said. So thanks a lot. Okay, just another quick update. Just done a bit more. I want to use the Sculptamold on the spire this time, getting it closer to the finished product. And then now I'm going to order some boulders. I know I've got the ones I've moulded, like those ones there. I'm going to order some actual, I suppose, stones, if you want to call it that, that will look like boulders, and they'll fit in there to try and recreate the waterfall stream kind of scene in there. But quite pleased with the way the old Sculptamold has gone on, and it looks pretty good. So ever forward. Just hope I can make an half decent trellis bridge, that's the thing. Right, another little update. So I've just made a start on, well, I pretty much built the trellises for the bridge. I'm going to put some diagonal cross pieces on them next, and I think that will do for them. They're going to have to be adjusted when they go into the layout, but just thought I'd show you them made up by scratch, balsa wood, courtesy of Hobbycraft. So making some progress. Okay, so these are now finished. I've done the diagonal bracings as well now. So now what I'm going to do, as you can see there, I've got a few different wood stains, wood dyes. I'm going to try out. I'm going to try it on a scrap piece, try and get the colour I want to darken these so that they look natural. So I'll trial and error and see which colour I like, and then these will all be stained to be say a lot darker than they are at the moment, and then from there we'll think about fitting them into the layout. Right, so here are the trestles stained now, which look, I think they certainly look better than the bare wood, and so that's where they'll be going. Now I'm quite pleased with the colouring. Hopefully it's not, it's a reasonable representation. Certainly better, as I said, better than the bare wood. So yeah, we'll get going with the bed of the bridge that I'm making, well, using the MDF template that I cut out. I'm going to cut out the hollow it out, and then put planks, cut some lolly sticks down to represent the planking that go across the bed of the bridge for the track to go on. So yeah, I'm quite pleased with the way they turned out. Right, so I've made a I see got another guy on YouTube who made a cutter for cutting balsa wood, so I've kind of, I know there's ones you can buy as well, but I've made this one. As you can see, it's got the old Stanley blade on there, and I put a metal insert underneath so that it gives a nice clean cut. It's not fantastic with cross cuts. I mean, I've been cutting these lolly sticks. I'll show you what I've made with them. Cross cut, not so great. It's difficult to get the pressure on, but with the grain, sort of going along the stick, it scores it quite nicely, and you can just finish up. So it works reasonably well. And I'll show you what I've done is I've made the bed of the bridge, and what I've done, I've taken the MDF template that I cut, and I've hollowed it out, apart from that middle bit, just to keep some support, some strength to it. And then I've cut those lolly sticks, basically cut each of them in half, and then I've fitted them to make what looks like wooden planks for the bed of the bridge. So I've just finished that, so that was like a few at a time, clamped into place. So now what I've got is a piece of pliable balsa wood that I'm going to do the edge, the inside edge and the outside edge of the bridge bed there, and then so that when I stain them, hopefully there'll be a reasonable match to the trellises I showed you earlier, and yeah, it can look quite well, hopefully as authentic as I can get it, close enough, good representation, that sort of thing. So yeah, that took a while gluing all of those. As you can see, there's quite a few there, but I think it'll make for a good looking bridge. Right, okay, that's the next bit. So I've as I said, I was going to do the side pieces. You can see all the clamps that are on it. Let's see if I can pick this up so I can show you all the clamps on it. So the side pieces are on both sides, as you can see. There's all the planks. So I'm just about to take these clamps off. We should be done. So there we are, with all the clamps off. Just got to trim the ends, and then I'll get some stain on to hopefully match where I've done with the trellis. So yes, so ever making more progress. You can see the underneath there. So getting there slowly but surely. Right, so next step with the old Trestle Bridge. Let me just show you the bed in place, and I think it looks pretty good. The colour, I think where I've stained the wood, and then I've also painted the sleepers a darkish brown, so that looks pretty good. So I'm just fitting in the trellises, the trestles. So what I've done is I've cut into the scenery to put them in there, and then I'll build that back up around them, rather than trim the trestles themselves. So I'm just about to put in some of the old plaster bandage to fill some of the gaps so it looks natural, and then I'll also do some painting as well to blend it all in and tidy it up. So that's what I'm doing. Right, so that's it now, gluing into place. Put them weights down there just to get it going as nice and flat and even as possible. So the trestles are all in there now. Just redone that front, so that should paint up nice. and used up the rest of the Sculptamold just on this corner for now. So that's yeah, I'm pleased with the way that's gone. So hopefully once I finish painting it, a bit of weathering going on, get me rocks in there, not not over the top, but enough in there to give it some feature, some extra feature. That should look pretty good. Great, okay.